Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Long Dark with our Broken Silence survival series. So last episode, we managed to go and get ourselves our second deer hide. It was a bit of a struggle to get it. We did have to fight off one of the wolves that we came across for it, but after that was done, we had that blizzard roll in. We had managed to make it here, though. So we're just kind of going about getting our bearings a little bit and cooking some more of the venison up so we can kind of stagger that out with the wolf meat we've got. Yeah, I still got the parasites from having one piece already, so that we'll probably keep working at. I think what I'll probably want to look at doing is... I've got the 3 pieces we'll probably want to keep in here, the animal fat. You know what, I'm actually going to step outside and just see if I can drop the animal fat and take a full look at our stock. Just because the blizzard did... We aren't too bad off because we got back here in a pretty timely manner, but yeah, we're not going to be going out for a little while ahead. So I'm just going to see if I can try to... Right, that's the only venison we got, so we really have to be a bit sparing with that. We do have a lot of the wolf meat that can cook and such. So I think mostly what we want to start off with for today is just getting these 1-hour sleeps in, or so, to let that cook and not burn. I also had to switch out the keyboard just because of a little bit of Oh, actually, I should check how long do we have for... Okay, hour 13. I think... Yeah, I've got a bit of firewood here, so maybe what I'll do is I'll take one of the pieces of the cedar, toss that in, just give it a little bit more time. Yeah, we'll do that, just to let some of the pieces cook. And let's get... I think with 1 hour of sleep, that shouldn't burn, and we can at least get a little bit of our rest back. The big objective is basically going to be trying to pass time until all of our stuff cures. With this recent deer hide, that's kind of our new milestone piece that once it's cured, we know that we're pretty good going forward. I'm just going to take a step outside since it does seem to be dark or evening setting in. But it sounds like the wind's not really as active. Never mind, I thought it wasn't as bad out here, but I guess it was just because I was still waking up. So yeah, let's slide you over to the venison side. God, I wish that was much better stocked up than it is. We'll do that, head back in, and check and see. Okay, so that's got 2 hours. Do I have any more? No, I don't have any more sticks. I think I'll take the one piece reclaimed and toss this in just to keep that going for a bit longer. We'll get another hour of sleep. I really feel like we should get a little bit more light coming into here, so we're just going to do that trick with the safe house. Open that mode up, see where everything is, and easily find the bed. Okay, another hour has passed. That piece is cooked. We'll get that one cooking next. That still has an hour to go, so that's fine there. I can't remember if it's... Once it's cooked, it stays with a good condition out for a long time or not. How does that... That does say 74, so raw or cooked, it does seem to be holding condition pretty good out here. I think as long as, like, in your bag, that's where you have the most issue of, like, the condition will steadily drop on it. Well, at least there's a couple of meals prepped right there. We've got one in hand still. We got that one cooking. I'm just going to have a little bit of a drink. And we have definitely stabilized. It's just now checking the map. Since we haven't really found any deer up in, like, these northern ends, it is basically the case of we'll have to work down around Bitter Marsh and explore around here to try to find our way to other stuff. Like, yeah, there's the cabin up there, but I have no idea how to... I wonder if maybe I should actually try for Narrow Falls Cave. I know it does have the waterfall that we'll have to get through to, douse our stuff and then, like, spend a day heating it up or being careful to hypothermia risk from that. But if we get through that and we get up into, like, all the climbing areas, I wonder if we could... I don't know if I found anything down here is the only issue. It's like, if we could find out a way to that cabin, at least we could check it for, like, some stuff, like, even just extra clothing. That would help us out a little bit with getting our some stuff repaired, some extra cloth to work and do around with. Just a little bit that would probably help us out in the longer run. Okay, that's probably the last cooking we'll do for right now, because the fire is about to die, and I don't want to go too low into our firewood stock. Yeah, it's only got 6 minutes, so there's not really a point of doing more. We are about halfway for food, but I think I prefer to try to space out the bit of venison we are stockpiling. Oh. It's actually... Well, we are out of the wind, so that's why it's not too bad out. But the big thing I'm hoping for is we can get lucky and find another deer with some time around the cabin or the angler's den here. I am also super happy that none of this has been attracting any wildlife to the front door. I'll see if we have any little bits of food we can eat, get something in ourselves, and then get a longer sleep in. Because, yeah, even if I just have, like, say, 3 or 4 cattails, that should top us up to get at least, like, 3/4 of our stomach full. And then, hopefully, when we wake up, we won't have the parasite risk, and we can go for another piece of wolf meat. So there's our bed. Let's try going for... Maybe we'll try 7 hours. Just see if we can get... Not too late, so that way we are, like, wasting daylight, but... There we go. We can see in here, we've got a little bit of room when it comes to, like, our full rest meter. So we're not quite, like, as rested as we can be, but that's not bad. Still got that risk, but we didn't actually go through that much calories. Oh, right, I have the cured maple saplings, too. I wonder if I should actually start with making up the bow. Oh, requires... Oh, again, the game being kind of weird. So I guess it is still actually, like, night out. It's just that we can see really well. And then, do I have the bow? Oh, I probably have it in progress. It's just that I need, again, daylight to actually be able to do a bit more with it. Okay, but yeah, that's fine. Let's take a little peek out and see what it is exactly like out here. Oh. Another Aurora night, so that does explain why we can see so well inside the cabin. But I do not know... yeah, we've only got 3 rifle rounds now. We really want to save that for if we desperately need. It is super cold as well, so I don't know if we want to stick out here when it's quite this cold. Like, we could... I don't know if I actually even have anything around here I could, like, break down for more firewood supply. And I'm starting to realize why I'd replaced... or why I wasn't using this keyboard instead of my other ones. I might have to try popping the W key and see if I can find anything, like, stuck underneath that. Because it does seem like it almost, like, lifts after a little bit of pressure. But I'm not seeing anything really worthwhile to focus on or go for. So I think it is the case of we just need to sleep for a bit longer. I think with the Aurora active, we might as well... Yeah, there's no point starting another fire to work later at. And the wolf pelt is coming along. It's halfway through now, so that's good to see there. The deer hide there is cured. That one's almost cured. 70, yeah, so... This latest one, already 10% there, so at least there's a bit there, but I don't think I can research that. I don't think I can work at anything really here. We might as well just turn in for another couple of hours or so. We'll try giving it 2. I know my face is blocking the way, but... It kind of feels like for the little top right sundial, or that which you have in the long dark, it doesn't feel as accurate to when dawn and daybreak actually is. And you know what, I'm just going to see if I can get the saplings out, the cured guts out. Okay, there we go, and we can do that as well. Okay, so that will take 5 hours total. I think what we'll do... Yeah, I need to make up bow and arrow just that way I have something I can use for, like, actually being out and hunting and such, so... We'll have some more of the wolf meat. It's going to give us the parasite risk, but it does fill us up pretty good. Oh. Okay, okay. That actually changes our dynamic a lot. If I can take this deer down with one shot... Oh, come on, W key, stop being a bugger. If we can't get this down with one shot, then we have... Shoot. Oh, actually, maybe that'll help me a bit. Just don't go too far over there, because that's... Shoot. That's where wolves really like hanging out. Case in point. Wait, oh, I don't have any flares on hand. I'd love to get the extra meat. Okay, you know what? It's gonna be dumb, but I might actually go for a fight for that deer. I heard it go down, so it's probably just... Yeah, right up here. That's right. Screw off. I want the hide and all the meat I can get. It's gonna... Okay, we're going to suffer condition a fair bit. But hopefully with that wolf having run off like it did... Yeah, it seems like it's going to leave us alone. Perfect. Okay, you want your guts, you can have that.
Damn. I'm freezing.
We had to take a chunk of our total condition out, but I think it was worth it. We didn't even have to use a shot too, which I'm really surprised at. I don't know if maybe I've been in a... I don't think I've been in a fight with any of them. Maybe it was just... coming over the hill, it scared it off. But that is good to see that happened. Because we'll, again, do the same process of using natural freezer out here. So that way when we can cook, we'll have a lot more to wait out with. We've still got our 3 shots, and this way I do have the excuse of I can work at the bow for a few hours, and we can warm up just doing that. I still will need to mitigate or deal with our lack of fire material, but at least we've got food a bit better stocked. That's right, let's see. Let me see if it'll even let me do for the full 5 hours. Okay, water is completely drained, but the bow is now in hand, so that's at least worth that. And quickly offset that with the drink. Food-wise, I think what we can do is probably have... we'll throw the deer hide somehow in there. Yeah, bow is in hand. We have an arrow shaft. I've made up all the arrows I can. Actually, you know what? I should probably also just grab a flare or two quickly to keep in our inventory since I have used all my other ones up. I've got 1 arrow shaft and 1 simple... Oh, I had already made a bow. I'm an idiot. I had already made a bow, but I guess that at least gives us a second if we are out here for a while and we break 1. But that means... Okay, do I have... Oh, maybe I was just missing the crow feathers and... could have had a better arrow out there. Well, maybe we'll just put that to use or try getting a new arrow made up with having the deer left over there. Yeah, we'll have a piece of venison, offset that. And we're only losing 1 thing of temperature, so you know what? I think it is going to be... Oh, and these are back to... Well, I say back, it's, again, technically kind of blown down from somewhere. Yeah, number 1, restock firewood. It's going to get... Okay, we're not going to get into, like, freezing right now. I'm just going to try a quick check by where that deer carcass is. See if there is another crow feather. Because I think we have 2 feathers left in, like, our stockpile from what we've been finding. So I get another one of those. That's our 3rd arrow. And at least then we do have 3 rifle rounds and 3 arrows for a bit of use. 1,
I'll die if I don't warm up soon.
2, 3. Yeah, we're going to leave the ravaged... Ooh. Let the wolf come back for whatever is left of the carcass. But, yeah, we're basically good to be back in hunker mode for a couple of days or so. We've now got ourselves restocked with a bit of firewood to more easily cook the venison. We do have a couple pieces already. It basically is just a waiting game until we can put together... Oh, shoot. That was stupid. I think I forgot to do one... Oh, when did... Oh, maybe one of the wolf attacks that got ruined. Didn't even realize that. Okay, so... That is something I should have paid better attention to, but... 1, 2... Shouldn't I have a 3rd deer hide? Right, that's not cured. That's just fresh. That's... Okay, I was dumb. But... Okay, so let me think. Wolfskin coat is done. And we can probably make up deerskin pants now if we let that fully cure. Because I think the pants might... Oddly enough, the boots actually do give you a little bit of a better warmth bonus. 2.5 compared to the 2. You know what, in all honesty, I think the boots are actually the better route to go. Like, deerskin pants, yeah, these would be nice to make up eventually. But thing is, if I only have enough for one of the 2... We don't really want to be attacked, so we won't make much use of, like, the defense perk that gives of, like, the 7 to the 10. But that little bit of extra insulation will probably help us a lot more in the longer run. So yeah, we'll do that. Okay, right back to here. Firewood. There we go. Yeah, 6 of those to go over. That'll keep fires going for a little bit. Nothing to craft at the moment. We will pick up, I guess, the cured gut. And start stockpiling that. As actually, I should check and see how much we need total of the cured gut. That might be another problem. So to make the deerskin boots needs 4. And the wolfskin coat also needs 4. So I need 8 total. So I've got, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm 2 short. Which... If the weather's nice, I might be able to go and get the guts from the deer carcass out there. But with how cold it was getting out there, I think I can probably leave that for now. Those are there. And maybe we'll get a little bit more cooking done. Take a few of those. Wood matches, stick, cattail, that should be fine. And see about getting that going. Nope, I've got... Right, another flare I can just throw into the, garbage or whatever. Nope, come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 5 hours, so we can cook at least 4 pieces of meat. So let's go grab them. One, 2, 3, 4. Toss you in to cook there, and you know what? Let's do a little bit of research with the book here to pass the time. Because this will, in turn, help us later down the road if we can get the carcass harvesting up. Cook that one. And use that for another hour. Again, it is the slow hunker down, just try to get time along and stockpile. But it's helping us in the long run. That's a big thing to remember. So yeah, another hour researching that. Meters are all doing pretty good. Last one in to cook. Research that for another hour, so we're at least halfway through that. Take that. Yeah, maybe we'll even try cooking a bit more. Yeah, it gives us 4 hours, so we'll try doing at least a couple more pieces. 2 or 3. I'll say, I'm kind of surprised for, like, having been dropped into Ash Canyon, which is an area that I really have no idea the layout of. Still kind of don't know the layout of, it's only because I've been stuck in the same little looped area for this long. I think we've been doing so well. I'm surprised that we've gotten to, like, this good of a footing in the place. Now, granted, I did have a lot of stupidly dumb luck go our way because of getting the Curator Rifle, actually getting to the gold mine. Granted, missing it the first time was really dumb of me. I think the case is, I really tunnel vision to, like, I have one specific goal I meet, and that made me pass up all kinds of opportunity around myself. That's going good. We'll just repeat the process a little bit more. That one going. Now, I'm kind of tempted to read the whole book, but I think I'd prefer just to use it as like another way of spending a little bit of time to have passed. Last one in.
I feel so tired.
No, actually, that should be done once that's done. So you know what? We'll have a slab of the venison. Get some water in. Drop these other 2 outside. And maybe we'll even just leave that venison in the cooking pot, because the fire's going to die before it'll burn. Or it should. Actually, might want to be a little bit more... Instead of just, like, going cocky and saying, yeah, it should, I better double-check that, because my math might be actually pretty bad there. It'll at least cook before the fire dies out, but then it's 30 minutes, 43. I think it would take longer than the 43 to fully go, and I don't want to read our book anymore, just because we probably have it be lost with the dark. Okay, I was just trying to see if I could find... Oh, there's the chair, so we'll just do a little spin like that. That's good there, that's fine there. Yeah, you know what? Let's get a little bit more sleep in. And go for... We'll try 7 hours. I'm not entirely sure how long you do need a full, like, night's sleep to replenish the, tired bar, or like the fatigue circle. It seems like it... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I only had a 1% chance and I got the parasites. Oh, crap. Okay, well, I can at least use these antibiotics. I do have a little bit of the reishi mushrooms to make a tea up, but that's going to make this even more problematic. Like, at least now that I have them, I can consistently eat the wolf meat without issue, but God, that is really not good. So, I guess we have a change of priorities. It's not so much we'll be leaving, Ash Canyon too soon, it's we have to find more reishi mushrooms and try to address the new affliction we're contending with. God, the game sure likes to throw stuff at me. I said, oh, I got really good dumb luck. Game said, oh, you do? have this to play with. Ah, crap. Okay, so let's step outside. I don't know if I actually have any reishi mushrooms that I've marked or are on the map too close. Rose hips, but nothing mushroom-wise. And it's super cold, so even trying to go out and look for those ain't gonna go too well. Gah. Okay, gotta think of how I'm gonna do this. At least, we'll try to get the afternoon. Maybe it'll be nice enough we can head out. I really probably shouldn't be thinking of relying on making, like, another arrow, but it is the case I will have to find stuff. And yeah, that's going to keep eating away at us as much as we have today's dose. I think it is 10 total you have to go through. Yeah, 9 to 10 doses. Crap. Crap. Okay, think. Got a little bit of time that we just killed. I'm going to be careful about bringing any food with me, because we don't want more attention brought to ourselves. That fatigue means in fights we're going to also be struggling a bit more. That super chill is not very good. I'm just going to try and see if I can take a little walk around. But yeah, I don't think I've come across that many reishi mushrooms in the area. We've got... Okay, well, I'll check once we're back inside, but I believe we have at least 3 more days covered. Because I've got the one thing of prepared rose hips right... Or, sorry, not prepared rose hips, prepared reishi mushrooms. I've got... I think it's 4 more antibiotic pills. But, damn, to have... I think you can also kind of, like, cheese it a little bit of you don't have to immediately have it, like, in the 10 days to heal. But as we're seeing it eating through our fatigue bar there, I think eventually you also start getting, like, a red permanent debuff until it's removed. So we really will need to find more mushrooms. I thought we'd be able to, like, stay and hunker down, but truth be told, we might actually be forced out by this parasite thing. So with all these trees torched, I don't think we will come across any mushrooms in the area, and I have mapped this, and there's been no symbols of them. Maybe up there I'll find some, but there was also a number of wolves up there last we were there too. Okay, you know what? Instead of, like, being out here and having our condition possibly drop and suffer more, I'm just going to work back to Angler's Den, pick up these sticks for some extra firewood, and take a little bit of time just, like, thoroughly planning out the next steps. Because Long Dark, it's an amazing survival game because it does make every decision you make will have, like, consequences you'll feel to it. It's not like the thing of, like, choose your own adventure sort of stuff where it's like hard path A and B. It's more, okay, I'm going to pick and try this, and you have no idea what that will entail with it. But God, to have gotten those parasites is like the one thing I wanted to not happen. It kicked in. Oh yeah, there's that wolf over there. I talked about getting the guts from the deer, but you know what? I think that's more luxury right now than we can really afford. Yeah, I think my better luck is going down to that forested area because of the trees actually having, like, snow and needles to collect it. But I think for today, with this onset surprise, I think we are going to have to look at just ending today's episode here and then give a little bit of a rundown at the start of next of what we're going to plan out and try to do. But for now, thank you guys for joining me on this episode of The Long Dark. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video or episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.